like we're green.
And as small as you are not that small.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm not.
You guys should be back.
Okay.
Are we back?
We're just sorting out a couple of things.
Back.
Yeah,
we're
we're
back.
green. We should be back.
Alright,
Halfway through.
jump back to the field.
Just
So
hitting
do we
enter.
have to enter the team scores?
Yeah, in a minute. Alright, so we're halfway through this point. Sorry guys, that stream dropped out there.
See? You
We've
made
got
it. You made it.
Assassin's Black and Spupus. We got Snake bumping in.
Yeah,
here
that's
right
the first
now.
time I've actually seen it.
So, yeah, they know he's there now.
Oh.
That centre player is squeezed in really tight right now. Oh. These players on Assassin's Black are all brand new. They're doing pretty well.
You traded out that.
Yeah. He got him in the leg just before he got clipped.
Oh,
Logan's running through. I think he's just going to hit the gate,
Snake
isn't he?
has no idea. That's it.
That's it.
He's got
Yeah, that's game.
Yeah, because you
Strong play,
can't
though.
see, yeah.
I don't think Snake is very good on this one. It's very open.
Oh, it would
And
have...
it's hard to get into.
It's odd how it's been, like the knuckle's not on the end of the snake.
Yeah.
It's at the start.
There's no knuckle and there's no cover. It's a very open field.
Yeah.
So if you get into Snake one, you're pretty dead.
Yeah.
Snake two, pretty dead.
So I think
The 50 people are getting into.
Yeah, but you got to kill half the field.
So that was...
just 2 ticks to Spupus. Alright, so our next game here is Havoc versus Jokers.
Oh, we have a
See the
bye
result
this
of
round.
one? Because this is their second game. The point.
Yeah, well...
Oh, that was the 3rd point. Yeah, so they get another 2.
Oh, was that third?
Yeah, that was it done, I think.
Okay.
Because that was...
How did Havoc and Jokers go? So they had 3.
I haven't got the last one.
Yeah, I think maybe we've just missed a few points there. Unfortunately, Will's disappeared and he's the score man, so I don't know where we're at.
I don't want to rule out the Jokers, but I think Havoc's probably got 2 points out.
Yeah, alright,
Yeah,
so
no, yeah, you're right, you're right.
No, they're about to play the 3rd point. Why'd you...
That's right. That's
That's alright, it's not going to change.
So we've got Jokers on the left and Havoc on the right.
Just throwing dirt around.
I just put some random pen marks onto the score sheet. It's like, oh, what's Belle's prediction?
We've
Have
actually got a question from Craig for you.
Yeah.
Craig from
Assassin's Black. What is your preferred field position and why?
Do I have to tell people? Because it's on live stream, so
Yeah, but
Well,
they're not going to be playing.
they're not.
So, do you really have a preferred? You play everything, don't you?
I would prefer Snake.
Yeah. Yeah, we've
Yeah.
seen you play Snake a couple times here today.
Yeah, I would prefer Snake, but I know that I have to give you, I guess, that little bit of Snake time, and you know.
I don't mind switching up. Just no one wants to switch up. It's aggressive.
Yeah. Why? Because I'm a sneaky,
I think,
sneaky
yeah,
little
Jokers
person.
just lost their Snake corner player off the break.
It's a really good shot.
And
I think.
somebody else.
I would have thought these questions would get a little bit more creative.
Well, you got a chance to make one in a sec.
Yeah, I'll get the right one.
Alright, so we got Jokers Havoc pushing reasonably slowly but aggressively.
I love how Adelaide players are just like nonchalantly moving up the field.
What do you mean?
Look at this guy on the snake. He's like he's on a Sunday stroll. He's walking down the corner pub. He's going to get a schnitty. He has no cares.
Yeah, no,
Mate, that's your teammate in semi-pro.
Oh god.
They're doing really
Slap
well.
him on for that. There's a player there.
Crack a cold one.
Alright, so Alexis just got eliminated for Jokers and that's it.
Look at him. He's laughing. He's having a great old time.
Yeah, is that Francis?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Francis.
Francis.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course. Why do you say that?
It's only he would do that.
So,
Him and Logan.
sorry guys, I think I just left that entire stream on us. I apologise.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So you
no,
missed.
we switched
Now you're
over.
going to look at us in the distance.
I'm just gonna hit enter to switch it. So you literally just missed it. Francis was just like waltzing through the field.
you
That's
change
what
the
we're talking
camera?
about.
No, he didn't. He had it on us the whole time.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
really? So-
apologise.
You
the
have the
stream was
distant
watching
eyes.
people looking at us and watching it.
I'm very new to this.
Classic.
Sorry, team.
That's alright. So that was definitely 3 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got to be up to trombone and assassins now.
Yeah.
Who do you
No.
think's gonna win?
Maybe I'm just completely wrong. When our stream went down, I just lost track of everything.
Who do you think's gonna win? Is that
Ooh.
because this is actually would be a close one, I reckon.
I think assassins will win the first point, and then
Because trombone's got Aaron. Aaron's
trombone will take a draw.
pretty good. You reckon a draw?
Yeah, take a draw. I think it'll run to time. So maybe.
Quick second, guys. I just heard that I got family in Virginia watching, so I just wanted to rep my UVA hat here. Thanks for the support from Virginia. Ed Grooms, thanks for looking after my dad.
Oh. Can we actually see the people who are watching the stream?
No.
Oh.
I can.
Oh, you mean what people? The
Yeah.
names?
All I can see is who maybe might leave comments on YouTube.
Oh,
comments are
right.
Yeah, so it's been.
Choppy a bit.
Yeah.
We can't help that.
I went and I listened to it.
Switch to the game.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god, what have you done?
What have I done?
What have you done?
There you go.
Alright, here we go. Breakdown.
I actually watched it a little bit. It's not all bad. It's not great.
Only out on the break.
So that.
Oh, but they double stacked the center for stats.
He just ran out to Drew to corner the fill.
Oh no,
That's
this is black and
Spewers.
Spewers, so this might be their
Yeah.
final point.
Sorry, I got confused there. But
That's alright.
So who do we have? Spewis
Spewis
versus Black.
and Black. 1 minute of game time left, guys. Spewis is up 2 points. We've got Logan in that back tower. You can see he's looking itchy. He's getting ready to move.
But you
Whoa! Oh,
Face
face.
Yep. I don't know
Face.
how a ball was shot at us, but
I don't know. I think it broke on the.
Yeah.
Oh, Spios is dropping bodies now. That snake is going to get belted from center. Oh no, not from center. Yeah. Oh yes, it was right. Logan's just chilling there. He can't see anyone. No one can see him.
I don't
Sounds
think
like a very good spot.
He's just shooting some lame paint.
so. This is a bit where the inexperience cuts in.
And he gets
Black
it.
know that they've got 1 minute of game time before, and none of them have made a move. Spewers just need to hold the game. That's time there.
That's time. So
Also, it's a
Spios-
draw. So
Um,
if it's a draw, do you?
No, don't even worry.
we're just taking notes so we can keep. It's mainly so that we can keep that scoreboard up then.
Oh.
I'm gonna come back to you guys. In theory, where's my? What in the world happened here?
I have no idea.
Where? That's not what we want.
You're switching to the wrong camera. The wrong
I know.
team.
I know.
Which team do you want?
There it is.
Yeah, you got to put that trophy on top of it.
Okay.
I think we gotta put this.
Yep.
All right, so we're back on you guys. I tuned into the chat while I was out there, tuned into the stream, and I could hear the beginning of your response about your preferred position. Make sure before you get out of here, you have to make a question for the next play.
yeah.
This is your idea, Belle.
I know.
You gotta own
But
it.
I would have thought people would have been more creative and just like,
Oh, here's your chance.
yeah.
Lead the
What
charge.
is your favorite position?
Craig started it. He had no idea of the context, and now is your chance to plant a seed for the next one. Here, I'm
Maybe
gonna-
next time you should be the first person to create a question for the first person.
Oh
that
yeah, that's
comes in.
right. Should have done that.
What'd you ask the first person?
We didn't.
We didn't.
Oh.
We talked about a bunch of stuff.
Was Craig the first person that entered into
Yeah,
the pit?
yeah. Craig was first one
Ooh,
out.
okay.
So.
If you were a drag queen, what drag queen name would you go by?
Why don't you just
Oh.
write it down so that
Yeah,
you
so that would
That's
be
a good
pretty
one.
cool.
Let's see
So-
who's going to be answering this question.
If
We're hopefully going to get Josh and Natalie in here.
The silent killer.
don't make it a question where they have to give an belt-like answer.
oh,
By belt-like, I mean like a walk-in.
Who have we got here?
do you want to write a question?
Havoc and Jokers
Yeah,
for
write a
game
question.
3. Havoc on the left, Jokers on the right.
Should probably get paintball happening. Hi guys.
Alright, so we got 5 alive for both teams. Oh, Phil
No.
just got clipped and
So it's 3 on
Maya.
Jokers and
Yeah, 3 on 5.
No, one out for the Havoc. He's just doing
Oh, yeah.
Walker.
Dave Spatch is out.
Yeah.
Brian Blundell just got clipped moving to the snake corner. We've still got Alexis alive in
Will,
that
Kale.
back.
Oh, you just put his
my
face.
face.
Did you just see? Kyle.
Alright.
Ready? One.
Hang on, we're trying to watch the game here, Belle. You're distracting us.
Sorry.
So Alexis is still alive in that back tower. She's doing really well.
I want to see those little kitties do a massive run.
I want to see them bunker. Let's go.
I'd love to see him do a bunker run.
Alright, here we go, Snake Runner.
Bumping up that snake at the moment, trying to stay low.
It's Francis.
Alright, it looks like it's 1-on-1. Brandon just got knocked.
You got
Still a
Francis in
kid.
the Snake 50. Mish is in the A.
No, we want to read it out on stream.
Not yet,
So,
not yet.
Adam's question
Oh,
to
here
the
we go.
victim who's coming on the webcast next. Have you done a birthday run? And who would you like to have a birthday run? Okay, there you go.
That's for the next person.
It may be. You'll never know.
Alright, so Havoc grabbed that one.
Yeah.
They did really well playing against
so
the
I think
kids
that was
too.
like the third point here.
Yeah. So that's the end of that round.
So now we're going to go in the single game, which is Trombone and Assassins.
So you were doing the prediction before William.
So my
Bruce Lee
prediction
stopped
was Assassins wins the first one, and then they're going to draw out the last one with Assassins having a higher body count.
No,
Okay.
I'm going to go with Trombone. I believe in Aaron. He will carry. He will 1v9.
He might have a sore back.
Yeah. But it's okay. He lives nearby.
Do you know him?
Huh?
Aaron?
I've seen him play.
Aaron
I
Kendall?
don't know him personally.
Aaron
but-
Kendall, who rode in with us today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know him very well, but he's definitely a strong player. He's shown some leadership out there this morning already.
Ooh, okay.
One of those returning
Well,
players.
returning players.
Yeah.
I
Is
think,
Trombones, are they done? Does anybody know? Are they on a bye yet?
no, not
it's,
yet.
It's Trombone and Assassins
Because we're
now.
still at round 3
Well,
at the moment.
that's an indicator that it's
So,
not.
Round
Yeah.
4.
They're just doing the cronies now.
Yeah.
Everything seems to be alright.
So maybe after this point, we're just going to head back to the pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First one?
Yes, we are.
Oh crap.
Is Joker 66?
I think that's a typo.
I would have made that while we were watching anime yesterday,
Oh!
and Adam was semi-conscious on the couch.
Yeah.
No joke, he was pretty semi-conscious.
Yeah. Rough day yesterday.
Thank you guys for making the trip all the way out from New South to come out,
That's fine.
hang out with us.
It's all good.
That's fine.
Just
Oh,
make
thank-
sure when you leave, you talk about the door-to-door service that you get, and you
Oh,
tell your mates
no.
you gotta play piano.
Will has definitely looked after us, so he's really looked after us. We had a nice bed to sleep on and a mattress. We were warm last night. So yeah.
Did he force you to play board games?
He didn't force us. We were actually very interested.
I play board games now
Yeah.
and then as well.
Beautiful.
I think
Kale's a board game nerd.
occasionally in that, have you played the Cult Express thing?
No, I haven't.
Public
Will was
press,
telling me
yeah.
about it this morning.
Yeah. There was a period of time where Adam was very salty about it.
I may have cried myself to sleep.
Is this all current?
No.
Yeah.
New game.
Yeah.
Alright, so Trombone breakout. Natalie gets clipped. They've got to play it straight into the A. Assassin's
And
fight
I don't
across
think
the
they know
back.
that.
No, they don't know it.
Yeah, they don't know he's there. He took out their Dorito corner.
He's holding the bunker though. They might notice that. That's a big thing.
Yeah. Alright, so it's 4-4.
Oh, they're calling someone B side, not A. But he might have been.
He's
used.
getting peppered.
Your A player's out.
Alright, so 4-3, Assassin's way. So,
Isn't it? Oh, 3.
yeah, so 4-3. So Trombones have got, what is it, Dorito corner, the two back centers.
Aztec there and the Aztec center.
Right, Johnny Martins and Snake 1.
That's good use to Snake.
Ryan into that center race.
He's just going to bump into A.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in the A now.
Yeah.
Johnny shuffling up.
Is his legs showing through the center A?
I can't see.
Now, there's no snake corner for trombone, right?
No
he
Snake
got out
corner.
early.
Alright, Johnny needs to get way up there.
Yeah, he's only got that tower on him at the moment. That's his only problem.
Snake corner can quickly become move forwards.
Yeah, so going backwards.
Good play, Johnny. Try and get the drop on that tower.
Aztec dropping out on, for Assassins into that corner. Get that cross angle up.
Ryan bumping up into their mid Dorito.
Taking one out.
Back center out, doing the run
Running
through.
it down, he's running out. Down.
I think Ryan got clipped. No, I think Ryan got clipped by the Dorito corner player. Johnny cleaned him up though.
Yeah.
I feel like Johnny has got a lot of experience under his belt.
No, he's fairly new. They've
He's-
just been training a lot.
He's
Wow.
really aggressive. He loves the game, but there are key moments, and I'm on microphone right now. There's key moments where his emotions get the best of him, and he loses his cool a little bit.
I think Johnny knows
I
that.
think
Yeah,
he's just
I'm
the
not-
most passionate person I could hear in the pits.
Mm.
You know?
is.
Well, that's
He is.
100%. You're 100% right. You can't fault him for that.
Yeah.
I want to see if we got a replay
We've
of.
gotta get going. Let's go.
Oh, we've got to go.
Hang on. I'll interrupt this replay to say goodbye to.
Bye.
Thanks, Belle. Thanks,
ya.
Adam.
Thanks
You
very
guys
much for coming in, guys.
and taking my seat, so I couldn't,
No
You
problem.
could've Sit on Kale's lap.
The nerve.
We took your food. We took your seats.
Yeah, it was your food. You fed me last night.
Oh yeah, we did too. Damn it.
Alright, so we've got 4.5 minutes of game clock left, guys.
Hey, I'm gonna try to see if we get this replay. I don't know how well these replays are working out, but this is when Ryan just does this run through. Looks like he's at the A and he's gonna charge through. Yeah, it's quite choppy, but hey, you get what you pay for. I did pay money actually for some of this stuff.
Yeah, but we get a prime view. We've
Yeah.
got the prime view. Maybe we'll set up a Patreon or something.
Well, I reckon that the camera that we've got running now, the only camera we got running now, is money. So we gotta, if we get another
spectacular.
opportunity for those, we'll be good to go. Let's just check in with our old cameras. Yeah, I don't know what happened to them.
Look, that one's.
Hey,
Here we go. It's online.
oh wait, it's melting. And here's our other one. Okay. Well, we'll check in on
They're
them.
partly online.
We'll check in on them.
What's Bird Dog doing? Is Bird Dog online?
Probably not. I can see it's on.
Yeah, it's just wondering if it hooked up.
I'll check in a second. Who have we got here?
Okay.
Trombone
You got
Assassins.
Trombone on the left, Assassins on the right.
and Assassins up
One
one.
to Assassins, 4 minutes 30 on the game clock.
Alright. Sweet. Look for Johnny to be bolting out to the snake corner. Getting up the snake as soon as he can.
Yeah. So same play from Assassins. Mirror play from Trombone. Ryan's up in that mid Dorito. He's liking that play today. They've got a G1, I think from back center. Trombone's down to 4.
I'm gonna just test this camera again. So yeah, there's our corner camera. It's just not working out for us right now.
It's not happening.
Not sure what the deal is there. So,
Johnny bumping up to Snake 50.
yeah, there he
big
goes.
Alright, so Dorito Corner knows he's there now.
That's all right. He's drawing. He's drawing
Ryan
guns. He's
bumps
got
the A. Ryan is in that A.
I've always said if you can have 2 lanes of paint on you, then you're doing your job.
Absolutely.
Oh, Johnny getting cocky out there.
So Johnny just took out that mid Dorito. Yeah. I don't know why anybody's using that deathstrap cake. You just get pinched out too easy.
This has been Johnny's point here. He's pushed up into that, got up into that 50 snake. That allowed Ryan to push up. He's talking it up. He's chopping people up. But it does look like Josh just ran to his death. And Ryan got shot out.
Yeah, Johnny's got this point. Johnny played really well that game.
I reckon Johnny may have gotten 3 or 4 Gs just then.
Well, Johnny took out the mid player in that Dorito. He took out Josh Natale. He took out that. No, he got 4 Gs at least. I didn't see who took back center. It could have been Johnny.
Back to the handsome
got
cam.
4 confirmed Gs. That was a really good point by Johnny.
Yeah, and a second ago we were just talking about Johnny. Bell brought up Johnny, and she mentioned he seemed to be one of the more experienced players out here, and we weren't necessarily sort of contradicting that, but he is, in the grand scheme of things, he's still relatively new, but it's the heart that comes from the Assassins team. Those guys are so passionate, and sometimes that passion spills over a little bit, and they get a little bit fired up, and that may yield some a penalty here or there. But I think what those guys are bringing to South Australian paintball is pretty spectacular. I mean, they're pulling in new players, they're building teams, and they're just passionate. They're fired up, They're not phoning it in, and that makes for an exciting day.
Yeah, they're doing a great job for the local scene right now. I mean, what was it at the start of the year? They just formed as a team, and here we are at the end of the year, and they've got 2 teams out here. That's a big effort.
Let me see here. Yeah, we have heard a bit that the stream chops a little bit, and I think it's gonna be good at times and it's gonna be lackluster at times. And a big problem is the wind. The wind is hitting this microphone and it's just creating really choppy audio. But hey, it is what it is, as they say these days. So let's make some more paintball happen. We've got Trombone Assassins again, and Trombone is on your right. Assassins are on your left, and they're up 2.
Yeah, 2 points to Assassins.
And we got about 2.5 minutes left.
Very center-orientated breakout by Trombone again.
I see 5 alive. Josh Natalia breaking out to snake corner.
Back to snake corner.
He's checking himself.
Johnny's already in snake 2.
Oh, big dive into the center Dorito, who's now eyeing up the snake side.
Johnny doesn't know there's a snake corner in.
They have got to lock down Johnny because he was such an impactful player last round, the last point.
I don't think Johnny knows there's a snake corner in yet, and I don't think Natalia knows he's there.
If Josh can take care of Johnny, that's his job done.
Yeah, Josh needs to just come out that little bit to take Johnny out, because Johnny has no idea he's there.
So Josh is in the snake corner. He's just off your screen on the right. He's looking down his tape.
And he got him. Josh got him.
Looks like Josh got Johnny.
Wow, so this game's even up again, because Johnny was doing some damage from there. We've got 3 across the back for Assassins.
Trombone just lost their Dorito player. He was at like the 50 Dorito.
Yeah, okay. So 3 on 3, I think.
I see Assassins have 4 across the back, and then Ryan's in that Dorito in the middle. That's like Ryan's home. He's just killing it in there.
Dorito 2 for Trombone.
It's 4 on 4 paintball.
Ryan's just bumped to the A and knocked out that Dorito corner player. Dorito player.
Yeah, we got Josh. He's charging up the Doritos now.
This
looks like
setup
Brian's gone.
player
Brian's gone
needs
out of
to
the...
bump out to this snake side. Too much pressure on Ryan. That's where he's got squeezed out there.
Closing seconds, I believe.
I don't know who's playing this back centre barricade, but
Nathan, perhaps?
yeah, they really need him to have a bit more game awareness and get out onto this next
Spread the
side.
field.
Because the pressure he's going to put just by being in this side. I think they're going to clear it out fine. You're going to miss this run through here, I think.
Oh,
And I think he just stepped over the line too.
is Josh all right?
I think a shot just came down and hit Josh in the throat. He's just down for a minute. The refs are over there with him.
This is off camera, but we're gonna cut away.
That was another strong point by Assassins.
How's the stream working?
It's a bit choppy.
Got coverage?
Yeah, we're doing all right. It's not as good as we'd want.
I love your work, boys.
There was somebody that just took out 4 Gs in that last game and we missed it all, so... yeah, we couldn't tell if you shot out back centre or not.
5. Don't jip
Yeah,
me,
well
it's
played.
a 5-pack, brother.
Well done, that was strong play.
All
My
right,
gun's really not shooting accurate. That's what's really letting me down. I'm gonna go try the stock barrel.
Josh is on his feet.
It's really bad as well, guys. So sometimes you'll see players with easy
From corner to
shots
corner,
and it's just
And I was
going
aiming
everywhere.
about a metre off this centre 50 Dorito that side for it to curve in.
All right, we're live. Go away, Johnny.
Alright. Love you guys.
All right, so I'm just gonna see if I can adjust the setting here. I've got my brother Rob Barnard sending us messages about how we might be able to maybe lower our 50. Hey, we got
Looks like I'm
coming.
coming out on our stream.
Be patient with me, everybody. Put.
How are you, Brie?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Very good.
All right, we're just trying to optimize this as best we can, but since I don't know anything about anything, it makes it very difficult.
Yeah, that's fair.
But maybe we'll just switch this so we can say hello. We got Bree.
Hi!
Welcome back.
How you finding the field?
Oh, it's fun.
It's a different layout.
Yeah.
Let's get another bit one.
Alrighty, we can do that.
Need a bench seat.
Just need chairs that aren't interlocked, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sink down into the dirt.
Just a little. But yeah, I think it's looking like a good field. Looks like a smiley face.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys noticed that, but
Yeah, it does a bit. You're playing a lot of the back centre at the moment, locking the field down pretty well.
yeah. Yeah.
Alright on there?
Yeah, it's where I usually play.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be a voice, so
Yeah, good.
somebody's got to hold the team together somehow. Try to, anyway.
We got a question for you in just a minute. But first, we've got Order 66 on the right going against Jokers. Is this their first point?
Look, I'd have to turn this page. I'd be doing my job. Yeah, Jokers and Order 66.
I don't know that I want to ask this question.
So we got a question from Belle.
Bell wanted to pose a question to the next person in the chat, in the booth, and the question was, if you were a drag queen, what would your drag queen name be? Thank you, Bell.
Don't quite think it applies, but I do think my team nickname actually works pretty well for it.
What's that?
I've got Drachia Deathclaws, or as Logan likes to pronounce it, Dracia Deathclaws.
That sounds like a roller derby name, perhaps.
Yeah, well, we wanted to have a bit of fun with the nicknames. Make
the
them all
nicknames are good.
That's part of paintball,
quite
right?
entwined in the team itself. That was the concept.
So we're gonna cut to the game in just a second. Seems to be a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, we've got Jokers on the left and Order 66 on the right. So how many years have you been playing, bro?
I think this is my third?
Yeah.
Third year, man. I can't stand people who've been playing for like a fraction of the amount of time I've played and are so much better than me.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm that much better than you after playing with you last round.
I got a G all last round.
That's alright, I don't think I did.
I reckon you did. I will say my G was Spatch. Which if I'm going to shoot somebody out on the day,
Yeah, fair enough.
Spatch, I'll take it.
But yeah, haven't been playing for too long. Nice and new.
You played many interstate events, or?
I've played this round and last round of piano,
Yep.
and that's
Beautiful.
it. Wanting to travel more, but need to earn a bit more money.
Yeah, it's always the case, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, it looks like they might try to play paintball out here in a sec, which would be
I
exciting.
think the rest were just taking a quick break.
That's fair enough. I mean, for the players to be out here grinding all day is one thing, but these refs, they don't get to step off the field.
These kids are playing really well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the kids are doing really well. If they make it to their bunker,
Alright,
you've
we
got to
got
watch out for them.
Dorito 3 for Order 66. He's just gone straight up in there.
Brandon has been shot out, and Bella's shot out, so we got 4 on 4.
Yeah, she got cooked off the break.
Looks like Brian's out for back center for the Jokers.
And Brandon, yeah.
So David Portlock off this corner of your screen there is on Snake Corner.
A very unusual position for Snake to be playing.
I would love to see your dad in that Snake.
Look. Hopefully it happens.
And so the refs are going to be paying close attention to the Jokers because we've got these young players. Looks like Phil just got shot out of the Snake Corners off the left of your screen. Oh, David Portlock shooting a ref. Yeah, these young players are just kind of getting their bearings. I have a feeling Order 66 is just going to move up the field and conscientiously shoot them out.
Yeah, look, it's the sporting way of playing. Dave didn't go to the Snake, disappointed. Dave moving up a highway.
So again, very, very slow play right now, but that's solely because on the Joker side, it's very new players, and Order 66 knows that, and they're just trying to finish up the game in a very considerate way.
These kids are out here playing really strong though. Not in front of me.
There's that wind. That wind's gonna kill this audio.
Yeah, but it's so nice.
A little bit of sun will actually be good for me. I'm freezing.
Can you handle sun, direct sunlight?
No, I don't have direct sunlight. That's why I've got this roof on. The ginger hair just does not allow it.
Oh, David's trying to surrender.
Nah, that's too far away for a surrender.
You bet I'm shooting you, mate.
Spin, 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 spin. All right, good job, refs. Do they have maybe a Dorito corner still? It's hard to tell.
Yeah, they're all shooting at it, so there must be a Dorito corner player still in.
All right,
Yeah,
they're
got
coming
it.
now.
So Order 66 takes that one.
So I have gotten a couple of messages from some mates who are trying to help us figure out how we can make the stream a little bit better. Contending with the wind is really hard to manage, and potentially being able to downgrade the quality of the 50 camera to allow the corners to work a little bit better. But at the moment, because we're already live and streaming, we're just going to keep it as it is. What are you going to do? Bree,
Yes.
have you ever done a birthday run?
No.
That's because you're probably a pretty reasonable person.
I haven't been on the receiving end of a birthday run. I've been on the shooting side of a birthday run. Done that a few times.
I've never really seen much value in a birthday run, but Adam wanted to ask the next person in the booth if you've done a birthday run, and who would you like to have a birthday run? Like, that might be a good question. Essentially, I think the question is, who would you like to shoot at mercilessly for a long period of time?
Oh, just there's a few players that you just like putting a few extra shots in, but honestly, it's not the way I want to play the game.
Fair enough. It's a good answer.
As much as, yeah, it feels good in that moment, It's the sport. You'll have a few on the dickish side. You'll have a few on the pleasant side. But you've got to have that variety, otherwise everybody's just too the same.
Yeah, it just gets bland.
Besides, everybody's got to poke some fun at somebody.
That's right.
I'm going to jump in and say if I could shoot somebody a few extra times, it would be Scout, because that would only start to close the gap of all the times he shot me over the years.
Yeah, fair enough.
He has bested me more times than not. All right, who have we got?
Alright, next game up is Assassins and Assassins Black.
So we got, okay, cool, Assassins on the left. If you can go whenever you need to, but you're more than welcome to stick around as long as you want, Brig.
No, that's alright. I've got some time. Because I'm not in this split deck.
Is this,
Deck's gonna
have
play
these guys
and
played at all?
be up.
Have these guys played yet?
No, it's first game. So Black is on the right there, guys, and the main team Assassins is on the left. Strong mirrored breakouts there, guys. That Pintorito's seeing a lot of play.
From Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan, and he's got a counterpart with Black that's playing it as well.
Yeah, I don't know that player, but he's been in there consistently. And I've also noticed his form. He seems pretty strong. I don't know how long he's been playing. And this whole team is pretty new.
Yeah. It's hard without numbers on the back. I can't include some so Black just dropped a player from their Dorito corner, I believe. Assassins are moving up to Dorito 2. I feel like Johnny could look at... Oh, Johnny just got dogs. Johnny's asking for a ref check on a gog hit.
He was even naughty. Like, yeah, I know I'm hit. He's lucky he didn't get a penalty there.
Alright, so double stack the Doritos, I think.
Yeah. Got one of them.
Yeah, so that's 2 Gs on Black right now. 4 versus 3. So Ryan just... Oh no, that's not Ryan. Somebody's coming through the centre there. They're in man mid Dorito. Snake corner only.
He's holding it pretty well though.
Yeah, it's a shame you guys can't see because it's just off camera.
These new guys are holding it really well.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone.
Slow feel from that back center.
Yeah, Nathan was hanging out in that back center for quite a while.
Just that confidence about bumping out.
Got a couple of messages from Rob Barnard, just trying to feed us some information about how we can, improve this stream on the fly. Rob has been the brains behind all of this, and I can't thank that guy enough. He knows that I've thanked him a million times. Even this camera that we've got working now, I only picked that up earlier in the week. My boy Scout drove about an hour and a half to go pick it up and deliver it to me. And then I went over to Rob's place the next day, and Rob had to spend about an hour and a half just getting it to speak to my computer. So there's a lot of people who put a lot of time into this rudimentary thing. And I hope it's providing some value. I know that the audio's going to be a little bit messy because of the wind, and the stream's not going to be fluid, but it's a building point.
Yeah, it's a good start. Certainly a good start. It'll be better next year. So we're asking everybody that comes in the booth those questions.
Yep.
So you've got to think of a question for the next person coming into the booth as well. You got some time. You got some time.
You don't have to keep drag queens out of it, but yeah, it's not mandatory that it's drag queen related. Perhaps put your own little spin on it.
Yeah, more dragons or something.
Craig's question was, what is your preferred field position and why? And this was all Belle's idea. So when Belle came out and saw that question, I think she was almost offended that it was just a stock standard paintball question, and she wanted something with a little bit more flair, thus her
drag queen question.
Yeah, something silly.
Well, you have to ask a couple of the boys that, just to make up for my lack of drag queen name.
I think your drag queen name is pretty good.
We got 66 versus who? Jokers?
Yeah, it's the Jokers.
So,
and what have we got?
66 is 1 point up with 4 minutes 22 on the game clock.
wind. Alright. Paintball's gonna happen. Wow.
Break out by 66.
Yeah. Very aggressive. Bell's pushing up to the Dorito. We've got somebody in the
Kids are
the
double
50.
stacking.
Two in the 50. Double stacking my death trap barricade. Have you looked at that?
I want to play it. It looks like a fun spot.
I feel like it's just a death trap.
Well,
So one of the kids just got clipped.
You know what? One benefit of this.
yeah.
I'm really liking Alexis's form. She's holding her gun up nearly the whole time.
Is Alexis in the pink?
Yeah.
She's
Always
got great
a good
form.
stance going on.
I saw some snap shooting as well.
Yeah, when we were playing against the Jokers, if she made it to her bunker, we knew that she was going to play well.
Yeah.
We caught her on the break the first time, and then just instantly, if she gets in, she's alright.
Look at Bell crawling up to their Dorito. And it's... Oh, don't bunker them, please, Bell. Don't bunker them, Bell.
That's alright, I think they got her.
They did. Bell gets taught a lesson trying to bunker the little ones. Oh, your dad just...
Oh, Phil just got clipped in the head there. Just Alexis left.
Get your gun up. Get your gun up, Alexis. She's looking at the Dorito side. She does have someone looking at her on the Dorito side. It's Adam putting pressure on her. Again, you can absolutely sense the other teams playing against Jokers right now taking that extra bit of care, looking after these new players, not running up on them, except for Bell.
Yeah, she got obliterated. I'm almost upset we've already had her in here.
Oh yeah, well,
I'm sure you could bring her back in here. Wouldn't be hard to convince people to come back.
Just so we can show that replay a few times.
oh, I forgot to. I should have saved the replay. Oh. I don't know how well the replays are coming through anyway. When we look at them on our own screen, they look pretty choppy, and it's also quite distant. I think in the future we'll shore up a couple of things, and it'd also be good to have an extra person out here on the team to be able to run our bird dog cam, which is just sitting baking in the sun all day.
Yeah, there's a little bit of sun coming out now. Hopefully that wind dies down. That'd be really nice.
That is a question of...
Beautiful.
So,
We got the two Assassins teams playing now.
alright, well in that case, I better go get ready, because...
Cool, Bree.
I'm up shortly.
Thanks for coming out. Good to see you
Alright,
again.
no worries.
Best of luck.
Good luck.
guys.
Logan will be out shortly. Or not shortly, but when he gets a chance.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you.
We'll have the captain explain the team, I'm sure. Alright.
Tell them we want to see
later.
more swordplay.
More sword play.
We'll try.
All right. What's the story? Do we know how much time and who's got what? I don't think we do.
No, sorry, I didn't catch that down before. Assassin's got the point.
Shoot. Sorry, I didn't have the breakout. I think Assassins definitely got the point last time.
Yeah, so
But I don't know how much time is left on the game.
Black just lost two players, one from their center and one from Snake Corner. Assassin's 5 strong.
Is this Ryan in playing Snake Corner now?
He's jumped out to Snake Corner. It looks like
Changing things up.
the boys are really switching it up, playing different positions.
It looks like
Ryan just took out Dorito Corner as well, so 5v2.
and that Daniel Toon pushing up to the Dorito. Is that Daniel Toon? I think?
No, he
No?
didn't make it unfortunately today.
No. So the Assassins teaching their B team a couple of lessons out there. Just double checking to make sure there's no dirty hang. And now they're up 2-0. I do not know how much time is left on this
No,
clock.
no,
though.
that
I
was
missed
a
it.
quick game, so it's probably around 3 minutes maybe.
And nobody else giving us love in the YouTube chat. People getting frustrated by the audio and the choppy feed. fair weather supporters. Is that too harsh?
You're on your own.
Yep. No, not good. Leaving me alone with the stream. It's time for the airing of grievances. Got a lot of things to say about you people. Now I have my platform. All right. Do not know who's coming up next. I'll just take a second to thank anybody who might be tuning in or sharing or watching. I've been banging on about this. I know it's rudimentary. We're trying to build it, but this was all built off of the backs of just very few people with a little bit of, very little bit of money and just a lot of extra time to try to make something happen. I'm talking about Rob Barnard. I'm talking about Mark Salomon, Kale. I put a bit of time and effort into it, and the willingness of Ash and Rue to support us in doing all of this. I also got to give a shout out to my, I'm going to go to camera for this one. I got to give a shout out to my wife for being very patient as she watched our budget change and our bank accounts change, and she's like, somebody spent some money on something, and I was like, oh yeah, I had to buy a camera. You with me?
Yeah, I'm back.
And just in case my boy Hamish is watching or might watch later, g'day Hamish. Hamish gets lots of shout outs on the Super 7's webcast.
Yeah.
On the shout outs, not that we have much of an audience, but I do want to tip my hat to Adam Connolly, who runs a cracker of a webcast out of Super 7's. It's probably one of the most engaging webcasts, bar none. And
Easily.
if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have even known how to get started to do this. So
Yeah, big thanks to them.
thanks to Adam Connolly for sure. All right. This is Joker's on the left, 66 on the right.
Bit of a conservative breakout from 66 here. Looks like Cheryl's been taken out from Joker's.
I'm afraid I don't have the time on this one either, guys, so disregard the time on the clock, but I do think that 66 is up 2-0.
Yeah, 66 is up 2-0. The start of the game, there was 2 minutes 20 left on the clock, so we're probably looking at maybe a minute 30-ish.
David Symes keeping up the comms for 66. He's captaining the team today. It's a shame that we don't have the Clark boys out here today. Those guys and 66 have done so much. They've just grown so much. Those guys, there's a running joke that 66 doesn't train. They just play a tournament every week.
Yeah, they play a lot of events.
And the
That's why they couldn't make it to this one.
yeah, because I think if they're not there already, they're getting ready to go to the States.
Yeah,
For
World
Cup.
Cup Florida is what they're looking for.
Is that more evidence of Belle trying to chop up the little ones?
Yeah.
Belle is ruthless. And I hope she can hear me right now. So, 66 just chatting it up, working together to just try to finish this game off in a considerate way. Again, we've got young new players out here. So this team 66 is a Victorian team, and these guys have made a big trip to get out here to play the piano. David Symes getting shot somehow.
Alexis is the other one left.
And it looks like Bell runs up to surrender, the last player. Good on you, Bell.
I would have loved to see her get chopped up by Alexis again.
Yeah. But also on that team is Bell and Adam, who have flown in from New South to come to this tournament. So,
Yeah, big props to you guys. Really appreciate it.
absolutely. You guys coming over interstate to join us, it just it adds a bit of I don't know what to say, prestige, but it's also, it's all paintball family, and how great is it to just spend some time hanging out with some other players that we might not know, and welcome interstate players into our homes and look after them. It's part of the whole paintball family thing. And I know that when I travel interstate, which I don't do too much, but I feel like I get looked after, so you got to pay it forward. On that note, I'm going to give a shout out to the Eskimo brothers, Dr. Jones and Jamie Angus, really generous in my time when I've gone over to Sevens, and the Dead Rabbits looked after me a lot, and there's so much fun going over there and hanging out with paintball family. Such a good time.
Oh yeah, it's always good. It's always good. I hope we don't have two people coming in the booth again.
No, I think we got some scabs who are trying to horn in on our stream here. What are these people doing uninvited? We can allow Brian.
How are you guys?
Good stuff.
You guys have a bye?
No, we just played each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
yeah, so they just finished that
Did you see
round
that
up.
double hit in the face?
I don't know. It's hard to keep track of what's going on out here.
No, it was superb. I walked straight into a full-on. Had 2 eyes.
Alright,
in the front.
so we got Assassins and Assassins Black up again. Assassins are on the left, Black's on the right.
Is it 2-0?
Yeah, 2-0, Assassins away. This is Black's game, just to really push something, do something crazy. Unfortunately, they just dropped 2 players with the break, including Craig, their senior player for the day.
It looks like Assassin's lost Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny must have got the break as well.
I cannot imagine how terrible this wind sounds through these mics. So I see Assassin's Black have...
Oh,
Guys, got him on the
tipped
run.
on the barrel, but the ref hasn't seen it.
That must be Josh.
Yeah,
Josh
I
in the
think it
stake
is
corner,
Josh.
just off of your screen to the left. He's pushing up into the stake now. He just chopped up back center for the Assassin's Black. As Spy shot out Dorito corner.
Yeah, that was pivotal as well, because he just took 2 Ks.
That's
And the very tip of his barrel sort of held on it.
I
on the
didn't see it,
inside
but
there,
that's one of those things that you kind of really can't fault the ref for that. It's so hard to see.
Amanda was looking infield at the bump.
And then if you see a little bit of paint on the edge of a barrel, you're gonna assume
If
it's a
you
little
see
bit of
splat
rub
coming
from
out
the.
of your barrel, it's a broken ball or something. You're rubbed.
You right. Joking. Or you Marcus?
Oh, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Microphone.
Yeah, that's fine. Are you using it?
I'll use it, yeah, I'll let them use mine.
Cool.
Yep.
Thank you, mate.
Wow.
All right, David.
Yeah.
Who
Oh, you're gonna bring Phil in.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
It's too late now.
Have they had their bye?
I think we're about to play. Spills have it.
This is for the next round.
Oh, right.
And do we have? This is Bree's question. Yeah.
You were thinking about bringing Josh in. So who's
Oh,
up
did we
now?
miss Josh?
Well, Spewis and Havoc are playing this one, so we can bring Josh in. Let's grab Josh.
Let me see. Hey, Ash, you there, buddy? I can see Josh from here. Josh, can you hear me? Josh, come into the booth. All right, we got Josh. I needed to get a message to Josh, but I saw him sitting within earshot of your mic, so I just spoke to him directly.
Okay.
So,
Next event, hopefully if we can get somebody in the pits as well, doing our camera work and being our radio man over there.
well, in the future, Rui is planning on building some infrastructure here, and hopefully the technology to boost the transmission or whatever will grow to make that worth his while. All right, joining us here, we've got Joshua Natali, a man who needs no introductions around here.
How are you, Josh? Good, how are you guys?
Doing all right. I've got a message from Scout earlier in the day that says, well, I think I can find it here. Oh, Scout also says you look like you've got a sketchy comb over.
A sketchy comb over.
Wow.
I had to get up at 3 a.m. this morning to do this hair, Scout.
It's an improvement. It used to be 2 a.m.
All right. Before we talk to you, Josh, about your fan club, let's get organized. Who have we got? Spios versus Havoc?
Havoc, yeah.
And first point that they're...
Yeah, first point coming up here. So we got Spewers on the left, Havoc on the right.
All right. So we should be good to go. I'm gonna tip Havoc on this one, but they're gonna have to work for it. Nobody takes snake corner for Havoc.
Snake side, and Spewers lose their snake corner.
Somebody's checking Havoc's Dorito corner now as well.
Logan into Dorito 2 for Spewers.
5-on-4.
Logan's out.
Yeah, did Logan just get cooked as well? Yeah.
Here comes Francis.
Francis into snake 1.
Drop back center.
And Francis knows that the snake is wide open. He's looking for that run in. You can see him coming onto your screen right now.
Francis is having a field day with the snake. He's loving it today.
Spears down to one in the corner.
Yeah. 5v1. That was a fast game.
That would be G5, just waiting for the flag hang.
Okay, just gonna burn the clock.
Huh. Nobody wants to push the buzzer? Just gonna do some rock, paper, scissors. Who's gonna push it? Oh, it's a race! Alright.
Right, I haven't picked that one up. What's the clock? 5:39.
Now, so Josh, I'm afraid I've lost the comment from earlier, but we saw you out there in your Rock and Cox jersey, which, thank you for keeping the dream alive, shooting your pump gun, and Scout immediately starts chiming in the YouTube chat about how you're his hero, or he's your biggest fan, or that sort of thing, to which I replied, like, you know, you're a bit late to the party being a fan of Josh Natali. So you've been playing with Cartel in Victoria lately, yeah?
Cartel Black.
Cartel Black? Yeah. How's the paintball scene over there?
Very aggressive. We have a rivalry between Cartel Red, the main team, Southeast Cartel, and Hustle at the moment.
Yep.
So we get some really good dogfights going on between us.
I love the Hustle Cartel rivalry. In fact, the last NXL wasn't going to be able to watch it. We couldn't watch it because they don't have a web stream like some of us.
All the good events.
But if I could have watched any match, it would have been the Cartel Hustle match, even if it was, you know, whether it's for first and second or third and fourth or whatever, just because it's always a bloodbath, as Butchie would say.
Who's playing on Cartel? On Black?
On Black, we got Dim as our captain.
Yeah, I know Dim.
We got Christy, Thorny.
Yeah.
We got Blair coming back from Highness.
Okay.
Blair Borg.
Yeah.
And we got a new up-and-comer, second year playing, Matt.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've met Blair or Matt.
We got a good solid team at the moment.
Cutting back to the field, we've got Havoc on your left. That's 1 point up on Spewis on your right. 5 minutes, 39 seconds left. Again, Havoc on the left. They're pretty much the reigning champions out here. Strongest, well, they and Assassins would be some of the strongest teams out here, but Havoc, I think, probably top of the table at the moment. And Spewis being a Victorian team who's made the trip. John Collister just got shot in the head, making it to the 30 Dorito.
Yeah, they just dropped 3 players off the break.
Oh, look at Francis just sprinting from back center into the snake. batch pushing up to the race. Oh, everyone's getting hungry. It's a feed.
4.
Look at Francis. Who's going to get the last G?
Havoc are playing really well today. They are breaking out and not going hard, locking some lanes, and then punching out. They're looking really good. Their lane shooting is on point today.
All right, so they're 2 up. Joshua, I got a question for you. All right, so this is a question from Bree, who was in here a few minutes ago. She wants to know, what is your favorite paintball memory? Or what is the best part of the sport of paintball? Let's focus on the first one. Best paintball memory. Can you think about that?
I'm pretty sure we have the same one in Pavs, where I think it was Hustle we drew with. For the 3rd place, which they didn't get on the series. Which cost them the series.
Was that against Hustle?
Rain.
Was it S&G?
Really can't remember. It was definitely a shot. They had a shot at the title.
Because I have a memory of Simon Barron played for S&G, and then I think they went separate ways, and Simon was like a pretty big supporter of us. I haven't talked to Simon Barron in a while, but there's a shout out to you, Simon. And I think he was a little bit disappointed he wasn't on the team anymore. So we went out going like, let's do this one for Simon. If this is the same memory, it was S&G, and they needed to beat us, and then they would make the podium for the season. And we held them out to a draw, which was enough to short them on points, so that they didn't get enough points to be on the table at the end of the season, and they were gutted. Is that what you're referring to?
I think so.
So Josh has a little, if you could stand Josh, he's got on his jersey one of our common sentiments that is hurting feelings. And I don't think there's a better example of hurting feelings other than holding a team out for a draw to prevent them from making the podium for the season. That was a great moment.
That's always nice.
What, hurting feelings? It's always nice.
Can't go wrong, can you?
All right.
Pretty much what I do, try to do every time I play. It's not for the win, just for the hurting feelings.
I see you out there playing Beef Up again.
I miss it.
You'd never get rid of it, can you?
No.
All right, we got Havoc on the right, Buis on the left. Havoc is up 2-0, about 5 minutes left on the clock. Oh, so Bree and Logan taking their time to get out to the start box.
I want to see more of that sword.
Especially against Havoc. Sword play versus Havoc would be impressive.
Oh, absolutely.
Alright, there's Francis.
Francis straight up from the snake corner.
I'm sorry you can't see the snake corner on our feed. 5-on-5 paintball.
Yeah, it's 5 across the map. Logan's down. Logan's off the Doritos. He's got flips. Spears at the spear out. Reverse Dorito again. Francis is hot on it, man. Havoc bumping to Dorito 2. Somebody else playing that pin at the back's got plenty.
5-on-3. We got Bree back center.
Snake corner back center and Dorito 1 for Spears.
Oh, James Spirian just get bounced going into the Dorito up there.
Yeah. Havoc and Dorito 2, Dorito 1, back tower, back center, and Death Trap barricade.
Yeah, that's Mish in your death trap barricade, I think. There he goes, taking that 50A.
Yeah, so Spears just bumped to that Dorito 3.
Oh, Bree just got shot out of back center.
Looks like I'm getting cold.
Alright, thanks Josh.
Alright, Josh, thanks for joining us, brother. John Collister just getting shot out of back the snake corner. Oh, he looks like
win for Havoc.
looks like John caught a couple of extra ones there. He's just recovering from that one.
That's 3 games to Havoc.
I see you, Josh. Get in here.
What's going on, Will? Let's see what the snake side looks like. Gogs off in here, yeah?
Yeah, you take gogs off in here, mate.
All right.
Alright, so Havoc just picked that one up.
Been playing very strong.
So we're swapping Josh's.
Yeah, I noticed they're sitting and breaking out really strongly with all guns up, shooting lanes, and then breaking out to their primaries. Nobody else is really utilising that yet. It looks really good for lane shooting. With that wind dropping down.
Absolutely. Definitely is very open. You're definitely not pushing. You've got to hold down your bunkers and get a couple of G's before you can even push those few bunkers. Otherwise, you're just getting crossed up. You can't get tight enough into that bunker with both your sides safe.
Josh, you've been you seem to have been playing more Dorito side.
Favorite.
So it's harder to see you on that side.
Yeah.
But I do have to give my tip of the hat to Johnny a few points ago. Just chopped up everyone. Was he claiming a 5-pack?
Yeah, he claimed 5. I didn't see who took out that back centre player, but he definitely got 4.
I would give him 4 at least. I'd give him 4, but yeah, he made a play up into the 50 snake that put pressure on him, allowed Ryan to move up, and then he just like chopped everybody up afterwards. It was really impressive.
Yeah, Johnny's definitely our feisty snake player.
We didn't get a question from
No,
Natali.
we didn't.
Well, we'll just have to improvise. And they've just fired up the compressor. So that compressor, which I doubt you'd even be able to hear from here with all the wind, the compressor is why we are out here on this side of the field.
Yeah, the Assassins in the last tournament, actually, the compressor got started up mid-points and they called the 1 minute timer. None of us heard it because of the compressor and we all lost out on that point. So it was a bit of a bummer, but we do need air.
Yeah, it's meant for the beast, isn't it?
Now Johnny's trying to get in on the webcast.
That's it.
We really only need 1 at a time.
I know we can't.
I'll let Greg come in for a chat.
No.
1 at a time.
You can have my seat, co-captain. Anyway, thanks guys.
All right.
Thanks for coming in. Good luck.
All right, Josh.
Cheers, mate.
Yes. I can't say no. I'll behave upon.
All right, speak of the devil, now we've got Johnny in here. Johnny, we were just talking about you and your play a few minutes ago. Well, it's a little while ago now. Your claimed 5-pack. We'll give you definitely confirmed 4. Yeah, scoot in.
Sir?
Scoot in here.
Can't see.
So this is Johnny playing Snakeside for Assassins.
Hi guys.
Yeah, you're doing well out there, guys. Pretty strong.
Yeah, Havoc's real tight. They're going to be the team to beat today, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. They haven't
They're
dropped
playing,
around.
yeah, they're playing good. Unfortunately, can't fault them. The layout's really open and it's quite slow compared to the way I'm used to playing. So
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Amanda.
I'm good, thanks, coach.
I think one of their strong points today is they're breaking out. They're not going straight out to all the primaries. They're blocking those lanes, getting
Yeah.
G, and then going.
Yeah, yeah,
letting
we
everybody
noticed that
else
too.
settle.
Yep.
I think it's a play for this field, or when you get like fields like this, at least stay pause and then bump once everybody else is just going in.
Yep.
If they take
Got that 2 seconds.
to orientate themselves
Yep.
until you get to like a pro level when you're sliding in and you're orientated straight away. It's the perfect time to make your
Yeah.
primary.
And that's what we noticed towards the end of the point. In that second point we played them, that they tried to double stack and it worked. And then we once I got in, Francis was already on the run. By the
Yeah.
time I came out, he was in. So it was perfect play. We just got to try and figure something to counterpunch their play, and if we meet them in the finals, hopefully take them down.
Yeah, it'd be a good final to see, I think.
All right, let's watch some paintball. Trombone on your left, Jokers on the right. Whoa, look at this play into the snake.
And Phil,
Straight in.
Phil, that kid's a legend, man. That kid
Yeah.
is a legend. He's got Brandon backing him up. Earlier today, Brandon and Phil were doing some really good communication. Really impressive for such a young lad to be responding to that communication under pressure. Our man here, last name's Elliot. I'm afraid I don't know him. Morgan?
Morgan Elliott.
So Morgan seems to be having some gun trouble. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't pack a bunch of dirt into his barrel just a minute ago.
I think Phil's having the same trouble right now. I think he's got a big core surface sitting in there.
Unfortunately, the field out here is not much of a diving field at the moment.
Not yet, but we're working on it.
Look at this.
Look at this mirror play.
Oh, we got to be careful because they can hear, but how good is it? How good is it?
This kid is an absolute legend.
Get your gun up, son. Get your gun up, son. Oh, he's got him made. Oh.
I think Phil's made more plays in the Snake 2 than I've made in my entire career.
Yeah.
Right on the top.
Yeah, there's some real guts in these young players out here.
A lot of potential too.
Absolutely.
They actually really listen to what you tell them, and then you can see them putting it into play.
So Brandon is just off your screen to the right in the snake corner, trying to keep the wolves at bay for the Jokers. And nobody's like, oh, wow. Morgan.
Yeah, it was kind of a bad call because he wasn't backing him up and putting that beast player in. Not
Well, it looks like Brian Blundell from the Dorito corner took him out looking cross field.
It's probably because of the marker he's using. I think he picked up mine before, so.
Brandon has just bumped into the snake.
Brandon's Snake 1.
Up, gets shot.
Just got clear.
And now we've got Aaron Kendall,
Yeah, so
who's just filled in for trombone in the snake, as you can see.
4v3 trombone's way right now.
keep that pack down.
Joshua Natale moving up to the A in style because he does everything in a stylish fashion.
Stealthing through the field.
Yeah, I think I like the backup move on this snake.
I saw you pulling it.
Yeah,
Saw you pulling it.
I was just trying not to kick my feet on the entry, the snake one, and I just got it. I was so disappointed, but they still. I looked at the bunker to make sure they weren't shooting it before I got up there.
Mine's doing really well. She's putting a lot of the pressure in the snake play here.
We've got Cheryl Pope is in the back center for the Jokers. Maya, who seems to be keeping Aaron Kendall at bay here, but her gun is down, and now Aaron takes advantage. Cheryl goes out. Aaron's gonna finish things up here. He took care of Brian, and now they're gonna hopefully considerately take care of this last player. Yeah, you can tell Aaron is just trying to get one shot on her. He's even putting himself at risk just to take care of this properly.
Josh up here at the race. She's doing really well, working between both players there. She has forgotten about her D side. She's doing fantastic there.
Alright, that's done and dusted. Well done out there.
It's a lot of pressure for a new player.
Definitely.
1v4. She did really well. She was holding down that snake side.
Let me come to you.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Let me come.
It's better to get more colours.
Let me come back to you for a second, Johnny. So, a little while ago, you were in the snake. You pushed up a little bit, and then you did that back up that you were talking about. But I remember making this comment to the boys. In fact, if you ever watched it, you might take offense because I was like, Johnny needs to push up. Because you didn't have anybody on your corner. So I was just wondering, like, what you were thinking. Like, did you think about coming to the edge and looking around that corner there?
So
or, like, what was you thinking to not push up instead of...
Backup,
Yeah.
So when I did the backup, I came through, and I can't remember who it was, but there was a player on this, what we're calling the command, the inside.
Sort of in
Dorito.
that highway? Oh, okay,
Mid
okay. Yeah.
Dorito. And there was a beast, and there was a D corner. So I had 3 guns looking my way, and I think 2 of them were shooting at me.
Yeah.
And when we trained this layout, I did that against my boys, and it ended badly. So I instantly thought, I've got to do something different, and I'm going to back it up and try and lose them in the snake.
Yeah.
And that was,
it worked out for you.
That was my thinking.
It worked out for you. And also in that game, you know, you're 4.5 back. What I loved is you just charged up the snake, you got into the 50, and then you were drawing at least 2 lanes.
Yeah.
And because of all that pressure that you were taking, it freed up the middle of the field. Ryan was able to get to the 50. Then they had to like distribute their pressure again.
Exactly.
I think I just spit all over you there.
Yeah, you did.
and then you were able to chop up everybody else. So.
Yeah, once I saw they switched the gun, that's when I went again. And I was lucky to get another quick 2 because I only had a 3-pack when I was at the 50. And once I pushed forward, I managed to shoot the Dorito corner and the beast player.
Alright.
Assassins versus Order 66, it looks like.
It is Assassin's
Assassin's Black, I should say.
Do we know scores or anything?
No, it's first point.
We got to give a big shout out to Will, Kale, Mark Solomon and whoever else has put all this effort into this live stream because this is fantastic. I had a quick look from our pits area before, and it's something else.
It can be a bit choppy, and the mic isn't so great, but or the audio is not so great, but it's a start, man. I appreciate that.
No, I think you've got to give yourself a bit of credit, man, because you've worked on it for a couple of weeks and it's
months.
Yeah, okay, I didn't think so, but it's something special, man. It really is.
All right,
now we're 5 alive on both sides. All 66 has made that Dorito 2 and that mid Dorito as well.
66 just lost their back center.
Oh, just as I said it.
You jinxed them. The commentary jinx.
Commentator curse.
Oh, that's the one.
Commentator curse.
And Black has, I believe it's the command position as well.
Hey.
Back center, Dorito corner,
Beast.
Tower. Oh yeah, Beast. Yeah, that tower's Beast, isn't it?
66 lost another player. Hey Johnny, do you know the name of the lad here in
Command?
this?
Yeah.
In the mid Dorito?
Yeah.
I dare say that's Clement, but I can't see him because of the Aztec. Yep, that's Clement Denning.
So he's been pretty consistent in that position throughout the day. Oh, Bell's checking for
Yeah, Bell's getting a pack check. And I don't know why Dave should have bumped up into that Dorito.
So this is the perfect time for our boys to have a push. There we
go. David Portlock shot out of the Dorito side. Craig Bench, the captain of Assassin's Black, is pushing up to take on Bell. Oh, Bell's made him.
It was a good call from Craig.
Yeah.
100%.
He told
100%.
the boys to push the pressure, and unfortunately they didn't. That was the perfect time for him.
I gotta say, I don't know if you know Bell, but she is an experienced player as well.
I've watched her at sevens a fair few times. She does a very good job. I believe she plays semi-pro out there.
I think maybe AMS. I think AMS. Yep.
This is where our boys need to communicate.
I'm not sure, but I think Bell may have actually taken a hit there. I saw a bit of spray. That's definitely it.
There we go. Good job, lads. This Assassin's Black team has Craig Bench that has I think 1 piano tournament and 1 NXL tournament experience. The rest of this lineup is literally 2 training sessions.
They're doing really well for it.
We've trained quite hard. You know, we've made sure we work on all the basics. But these guys, we can't fault them. They're listening. They're adapting well. And as we all started, I think we worked on the game, and then it was the communication that came after that. Because at first you were getting a bit like, kerfuffled with everything you had going on in your head.
You just get absorbed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There was a lot going on. So, and I know I was the same. And then communication came after that. So hopefully we'll have 2 solid Assassins teams in the coming season.
Hey, is Lee out here today?
No, unfortunately, he had family issues that he couldn't.
No.
You know, he had other commitments that he had to attend to.
That's
so
a shame.
We're really looking forward to having him. We're hoping he was going to be that little added spice to take Havoc down in the morning, but
I do know that he. I hope everything's all well because I know they've just announced that they're having a boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're
So
having a boy.
I hope everything's all right with you there, Lee.
Yep.
And your little, family to be.
Yep. No, we're wishing you the best.
All right. Let's see, what have we got? It looks like we've got trombone on the right.
Yeah, trombone on the right, and jokers will be on the left.
And jokers are up.
Yeah, with 3 minutes.
I really
1-0.
like that name, Rusty Trombone. It
I'm
certainly
just-
kept me guessing.
I'm just calling him trombone. Sorry, what? 3?
3 minute game clock. Trombone up by 1.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd let you know that that's what I'm going to try and do. Because Amanda came running in and she didn't think
Joker's on the left, trombone on the right.
I think, I could be wrong, but I think Morgan Elliott has just told Jill to stand clear because I'm coming in hot.
Okay.
He's going to try and go for the snake 50.
Well, he did that earlier.
Snake 50.
Oh, not 50, but
He
a
got the
really
snake.
aggressive snake.
Yep.
Like dangerously
He
aggressive.
plays Div 2 for Outburst, I believe. They might be pushing up to Div 1.
Here he is.
And he's a very good snake player. Yeah, as we thought. No, he
Oh, he
didn't
changed
like
his
it.
mind.
He didn't like it.
Scared.
Oh, but Phil
made
again.
it.
Gets in.
Phil again.
You cannot
This
stop
10-year-old
Phil from getting
superstar.
into that snake.
Oh,
And he conquered it.
Hmm.
Well played, guys.
All right. So we still have Phil in that snake for Dorito, but for
Jokers.
Jokers, but he lost Brandon, who has been really integral to helping Phil recognize when he should be pushing up. Cheryl's going to need to look after Phil and make sure that he knows what he should be doing, even though he has shown some good instincts so far.
yeah. And he's patient. I wish I had patience.
Yeah, you don't have any.
That's probably my biggest downfall. And on this layout, I really had to teach myself to slow it down. Because yeah, at training, I did my normal aggressive play, and I got gogged up.
It's something I used to play very similar to you.
Yeah.
Like with full speed all the time.
Yep.
You
I
need
had to spend years just trying to be patient.
you need a fast game and a slow game in your toolkit.
Yep. Unfortunately, it's taken me a year and a bit to now work out that I'm more used to my team alive than getting 3 or 4 kills within the first 30 seconds.
You can
Games
see
can last 5 minutes, and you can win one game, and you still win.
Yeah.
I
Aaron-
finally worked this out.
Aaron Kendall is now mirrored up with Phil in that snake, and
Yeah,
I thought I
think
saw.
Cheryl just popped out to try and assist Phil a little bit.
Yep.
Now,
Josh.
Jesus bunker, the small pin's quite hard. I'm glad to see Cheryl move from there up to that
Horrible spot.
god. Yeah, it's so small. The wind's killing it.
Yeah.
But it does look like the Jokers have lost their Dorito side because I can see Josh and one of the other lads
Do they have
pushing up
Dorito
Dorito side.
corner?
I reckon
Oh,
Oh, Josh.
gone,
Josh is gone. Yeah, he's
gone. Yep.
But they do have a Dorito.
so we still got.
Oh yeah, I see it. D2.
Josh has got a limp coming off the pitch
Yeah,
there.
he's got an injured groin.
Oh my.
He's been dealing with it for a few months, he said, and now he heard it before in the snake corner. I think a couple of rounds back.
Oh yeah, we saw that.
Yeah.
Aaron's,
Here we go. Phil's
Aaron's
about to make his
shifting
move,
it.
So at the
and he's
moment we
going to
still
show him
got.
how it's done.
We got Alexis and Phil.
Alexis is calling for a paint check. Aaron Kendall for
Oh, she called us that fast.
trombone is up
She
at the
did.
50.
The refs should have been in there.
I really need to talk to her man right now. She probably doesn't even know he's there. He's that little.
Yeah. He can almost stand behind that gate.
All right, come
It's
on,
incredible.
come on, Phil,
I
get your
believe
gun up.
it's 2v2.
I think it is. They're going to be playing across the field. Cheryl's gone.
Unfortunately, Cheryl's just gone. Phil, I think he's got an idea of where he is.
I don't think Aaron knows exactly where Phil is.
I hope he doesn't bunk a little Phil.
Come on, Phil. Come on, Phil. Oh, Aaron just figured it out. Wow.
That was
How
very
menacing would that be?
That would have been good. I wish he just bumped to that
Yeah.
race.
Unfortunately, as bad as it sounds, I really want to see one of the youngsters shoot back when it when they say
Again.
surrender. No.
Spin!
No.
Spin! All right, so that's 2, and we must have lost track of time. I don't know what the time was there,
Oh, okay. Alright.
but I think that's 2 up.
So the next game is Black's back out in order 66.
He gets into the snake. One bowls the corner.
Did he?
Him out and goes.
No way.
All right, we've got a. No, I didn't hit it.
It's devastating. We missed
Lunch in
that.
20 minutes. All right.
Can you
we
replay
just
that?
had We just had Amanda come off the field to ask if we caught Phil, our young lad over here, 10 years old in the snake, who did a one ball across the field, shot someone on the Dorito side, and gave it the old fist pump. So congratulations, Phil. You're a really impressive young player, and all your siblings are just killing it out here today. We can't wait to see you guys get better and better.
Absolutely. Oh, so they're all siblings, are they?
Yes.
I think so.
Yep.
I think it's
right.
brothers and sisters.
Yep, they're all brothers
That's
and sisters. I told their mother and father they better start working 4 jobs.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
3 kids playing paintball? I don't think I could afford it.
All right, who we got? We got 66 on our right,
Yeah, once they're all 12, they're all going to want to fly to Super 7.
Yeah.
and we have Black on the left. Sorry, other way around.
Right. Order 66 on the left.
Scores?
Black's up by 1 with 4 minutes 36 left.
All right, 4 minutes 36. All right, Black's taking the corner bunkers, and your man, who's your man in that Dorito?
That's Clement
Clement.
Dinning.
He's been in that spot consistently throughout the tournament so far.
So Wade tried to make a really big bump out in those Doritos and got clipped. So it's 5v4 Black's way.
We're trying to tell the guys to keep the cross, but being new players, they sometimes just lose their heads for a few seconds and then go back to gun battling.
Yeah.
But when they do keep the cross, they're really holding it down well.
It's a hard discipline for some players to get. So
Yeah.
Black just lost their snake corner. So now it's 4
And that was-
4.
And that was because he tried to battle down the wire, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, I missed it. I just saw him walking up.
Amanda seems to be doing some checks just off your camera to the left, checking the order 66. She found a hit. Player's off.
Ooh, he's lucky not to get a penalty there. I did see him rolling his gun before she ran in.
So 4-3.
Craig, the captain of Black.
Greg.
Oh, and he's stopped in the open.
I don't think he was hit.
Just bounced.
I don't think he was hit, but then he stopped.
Yeah, players are going to remember they can get to the next barricade if they stop shooting and check themselves
Exactly.
immediately.
All right, I see Bell's in our race bunker here on the
He
left
said he's
for.
only played 2 events really.
Yeah, I
right?
believe 2 tournaments, a handful of trainings, but he's doing great.
That's not something you really train at trainings for as well. So
Yeah,
Oh,
Right, so
Bell's chopping people up across the field now.
yeah. I think she's on a 3-pack, to be honest.
yeah, she got Craig, she got the back center guy, and she got
Mid Dorito.
And she's spotted their last players at Dorito
Yeah.
corner.
And the
she's
comms
gonna-
great. The comms are great. She's like, alright, my boys aren't listening.
That's
I'll get
4.
the job done.
That's a 4-pack.
That's a definitely confirmed 4-pack.
And did no, that was the Y guy. that
Yeah,
shot
I'm pretty sure that was David Sims from his mirror, Snake Corner.
it. So it's you and Bell for 4-packs today.
Yeah, me and Bill for 4-packs today. We'll run with it till I review the live stream.
Yeah, well, I hope the live stream's going to be, quality enough to review. I did just realize that I'm supposed to be saving this into separate files, and now this stream right now is currently recording over our first stream from this morning. So whatever's up online is there for us to see, but the higher quality one of this morning I've recorded over because I'm
That's alright.
an idiot.
Let's call it learning.
It's the game you guys lost anyway, so it's alright.
It's the 4-pack.
Yeah, it's the 4-pack. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Cheers, man.
I don't even remember that happening now.
Yeah, me neither. Actually, going back to Phil's fist bump, I remember my first fist bump was against H2O at Vic Fives, where I got my first 3 kills. I don't know what came over me. I just, heck yes.
Oh, that's good. They're a strong team.
Yeah. Kai Harris comes up to me at the end of the point and goes, "Dude, you're the first person I've ever seen do a fist bump." It's like, I was proud of myself, bro.
Guy Harris is an absolute legend.
Kai Harris is an absolute legend, and yeah, he has a lot of passion for the sport. I've talked to him about that before,
Absolutely.
and that passion, you might relate to this, Johnny. Sometimes that passion's hard to control. Sometimes that passion spills over
Yeah,
and
yeah.
draws some attention from
Yeah.
refs.
Just the cup overflows with passion,
Hey, scoot in a little bit more.
and then the refs take over control.
All right, so 1 minute till what? Oh, we are about to take a break for lunch after this. And then who knows, we might even get another camera awake. Although, I don't know that it's going to happen.
Even if we
Are your
can get
corner
the dog
cameras
bird.
not working?
Well, the corner cameras, you'll be able to see here. That's what it's doing that now.
Well, you know me, I can get on the ladder for you.
So that's our away camera right now. And if you leave it there, it tends to wake up a little bit.
Yep. Can the length in the cables be doing that?
I don't think that's the issue.
I don't know how technology works. So
I don't know how any of this works.
I think it's over like 60 meters or something. That's a considerable drop in quality.
But our brother Rob, who's helped us do all of this, has messaged in saying that a lot of it is probably that our 4K camera is
sucking a lot of the feed.
It could be.
Yeah, okay,
it
that
could
makes
be.
sense.
But I gotta say, with the position of the 4K camera, at least you can see so much of the field. We can't see the corners. So if there's one camera working out here today,
Honestly, when I
That's
saw
the
that, post on your Facebook of a 6-meter camera, I just thought, wow.
Scout does not do
Let's-
things.
Let's just step this up a little bit more. Will says.
That's
sensational.
you give Scout a task,
Yep.
he follows through.
So we got.
We're losing the corner of our.
Have you got a hammer?
Yeah, we do. It's all right for now. We'll pin it down at the lunch break.
Big wind stop now. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
in
I'm
this team, so
kind of
it's
glad
time to get
because
back out.
in our first round against Havoc, from snake corner to snake corner, I was literally aiming about a meter off this Dorito 50, and they were swinging in. It was very strong this morning.
I'm glad it's died down a bit. It's a little bit more sun. So.
All right, who have we got out here? 66.
Yeah, so Assassin's Black on your left, Quarter 66 on your right. It's 1-0.
Is it 1-0?
Yeah, it's 1-0. Quarter 66 just got that last one, didn't they?
Oh, you are asking the wrong person.
Yes,
Or am I
Billy
right?
Ching,
Yeah,
4-pack.
that's right. Yeah, she got the
Put it in.
best 4-pack today.
Yeah, definitely the best 4-pack
1
today.
minute 47 game clock, guys.
Come on, boys, shoot the lanes.
All right, looks like we
Craig
got 5
bench.
alive paintball. No, Black just dropped. Crack. Yeah, Craig, you're right. Johnny.
Unfortunately, I think he was just out a bit too wide and he got gogged.
Yeah, they'll probably be targeting him a little bit as well. A bit more experience. Take that control out of the centre.
I could be wrong, but I think is that Belly there in the guard bunker?
Yeah,
she might be gun trouble.
Gun troubles, maybe?
It's the first time I've seen her not rolling her gun. So
I'd love to see her-
Top is off.
I'd love to see her get into that snake again.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'd have to say no, I don't, because that means my assassins might get chopped up. So Harrison, one of our newest players, just filled. He's seen that Craig's gone. He's taken the back centre roll to try and hold it down.
Good field awareness these guys have got going on already. So Blacker got 3 across the back.
Johnny, do you know this player's
Yep,
name?
this is Braden.
Braden?
He's another new player.
So
No
just,
tournaments, a few training sessions.
so just off your screen,
I did just see a break on the mid Dorito player. The refs
He's getting a
hopefully
check.
coming in and going to call him out.
just off of your screen on the left is Braden for Black, who has he's been playing this corner pretty consistently well.
And he's a very tall player. I'd probably call him 6 foot.
He
And
looks
at training, just to be real nice, we make him get behind the small cakes.
he looks like he's itching to get up into that snake. He's eyeing it up, but there's a lot of pressure on that side there.
Our clock's a bit wrong, guys. There's about 30 seconds left, so I just heard the refs call it.
Hopefully no one watches this while we're still playing. There is a really good wrap shot from that corner onto their back centre.
Oh,
So
Belly gets
snake
shot
corner
out.
onto the back centre is really good. Usually you can catch him off guard.
I think-
he just used to
Fighting
take
his
Bell
mirror.
out.
I think
Yeah.
Bell just chopped, or
Oh,
Braden just chopped up
fantastic.
2 people.
There's not long left. There must be
Talk
like
it up,
10
boys.
seconds.
Talk it up. 10 seconds. That's what I want to see, Braden. Push it, boys. As a team.
This is something these guys have noticed. The game awareness for the clock is a little bit diminished.
So Braden is battling with. Oh, there it is.
Strong play. Strong play.
Where's your hammer, guys? I'm just gonna give that a
It
tap
might be- it
before
might
we,
be
lose the
Right
Debo.
here around back. Get your mask on, buddy.
Yeah, I knew that.
What have we got left before the break? Any ideas?
I didn't take time when Julie said it would be 20 minutes before the break, but they might throw Assassins and Spukers in for the last round of this.
Will,
Yo,
was the 4K camera the last thing hammered in?
I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Because it's not behind here. I'm just going to check.
There's a hammer over here, on our side, on the left side here.
Alright, somebody's gun's just getting checked at the moment, guys.
Yeah, Brendan, who just chopped everyone up a second ago, is now having the refs. Refs are checking out his gun. As you can see, he's just standing there, hands on hips, with a prayer going through his mind, I imagine.
Probably a bit confused about exactly what's going on.
It's never good when you 3 refs manhandling your gun is never a good sign. Looks like there was some issue, but nothing too untoward.
So from what I just heard, they were checking if there's Tawny lock, but I think it's an older drone or something, and you can't just check Tawny lock by looking at a screen because it doesn't have one.
Yeah, that's why we kind of told him to get either a Planet Eclipse or a Dire, because we all know how to use them. No one has a Mac Dev, so we're kind of like, you're going to have to do a lot of YouTubing, man.
Yeah, they're not too bad. They're probably easier than Dire.
Has Belly lost parts?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe part of her hop was fallen out or something?
Well, remember, she was struggling. She was struggling with her gun in that last point. She seemed to be.
The bottom of the wreck is falling out.
Yeah, she's looking at the bottom of her gun.
It, yeah. I'm not actually sure right
And unfortunately, the skirmisher say dirt
Yeah.
will hide some parts very, very easily.
Well, hopefully the SA players over there will get around her.
Unfortunately, yeah, you've got to go, Johnny. You're up.
Am I?
Yeah.
Well,
I
you-
can see you guys getting ready.
Goodbye, Johnny.
See you guys.
Johnny is leaving the booth to go straight to get his gun and out onto the start gate. So I love this move. I love this move of some of these players coming and just sitting right outside the booth. Just like, oh, just please put me on. I'm just gonna sit here. What are you guys running, a webcast of some description? Oh, Hamish, my son Hamish is trying to say hello.
Hey, Hamish.
G'day, Hamish. Hopefully you're having a good day with your mom and Nana and Jane. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support with all this. Hopefully it's somewhat engaging. Shrug. Who knows? One thing's for sure, I'm having fun.
Yeah, that's actually really good. It's a great spot just to even sit and just watch the games.
Now we've got Assassins versus Spewis. I'm definitely going to be tipping the Assassins on this one. Not to take anything away from Spewis. What I'll say about Spewis, they're out here doing this just because they love paintball.
Yeah.
You know, they just
want to have a good fun day.
But not that they're not competitive. But I love the spirit.
Yeah.
Of those guys. Assassins have a little bit more of that aggressive edge.
Yeah, Assassins are really hungry to win. They need to get this win.
After this match, thanks Amanda. All right.
They need this win to try and stay with Havoc for the final.
So we're gonna take a break after this.
So Spewers just got bounced going into Snake Corner, but he made it. Johnny Martin's in Snake Corner for Assassins again.
Johnny's he's gonna want to back up his 4-pack from earlier. Make sure everyone knows it wasn't just a fluke. And Ryan's in his new home in that sort of center Dorito position.
Yeah, a lot of players are calling it command today. And how it's playing, I feel like it is a really strong position.
Spewis has just dropped 2 in rapid succession.
2 players, one from their Snake Corner and one from that command.
And Assassins have just realized.
Yeah, Assassins have not taken any chances. They've bumped to Dorito 3 and the center A.
So Logan is in the stand-up temple.
Yeah, Logan is in that B-side temple.
Johnny's going. Oh, Logan's gone.
Logan's gone.
Took an extra shot in the back of the head. That's not good.
And Bree's out as well in back center.
Oh, wow.
I think she just copped a bad one too.
I think Bree and Logan just got brutalized there. I hope they're all right.
Assassins take that point. Was it 5 alive for Assassins?
I'm not sure. I'm just gonna come off of the field for a second. Make sure everyone's good. Oh, Bree's up. Bree's up. Everybody's good.
So 5 minutes 41 of gameplay left there. Assassins up 1. That was a strong point by them.
Yeah, you could tell as soon as they so they've got 2 minutes to go off and come back on.
Yeah.
As soon as they saw that Spews had dropped 2 players in rapid succession, you could just see the feeding frenzy as they pushed up to the 50 and beyond. Johnny seemed a little bit late to the party in that one, I gotta say.
Yeah, he did. Especially as soon as Logan was gone, he should have been bumping through that field. Straight up through the snake. Logan was putting a lot of pressure and holding him back, but... I'm certainly looking forward to that lunch.
Yeah. It's a busy job back here.
Yeah. If you haven't been to Skirmish to Say before, Rui, the field owner, puts on an amazing spread for lunch. You got steak, sausages, any kind of salad you could want. It's exceptional.
Yeah, I concur. Looks like we got 1 minute. Yeah, Rui, I mean, obviously he's out here, he's running a business, but I feel that Rui's also, he's just trying to build a community as well. Like anything we put to him that might just help build the community, give back to the community, he's game. I gotta say, like, there might be a few places you can play paintball in the Adelaide region, but there's one place that's building the paintball community, and that's Skirmish SA.
Yeah, nicest guy as well. He'll do anything for you.
Oh, Spews is sprinting to the start box.
Spews on the left and then Assassins on your right.
John Collister running and gunning up to the can on the highway for Spews.
Strong breakout by Assassins, but they didn't manage to capitalize as well as they would have liked.
I like the stuttered bump into the snake corner from Spews as well. I've got 6.5 minutes on the clock. Surely not. We've already had 1 point.
No, you started off wrong. It's alright.
Ryan is stuck in your little cake of death there.
Yeah, he didn't make it into his command position at this point. I think it's the first game that he hasn't made it.
And looks like Johnny's broken a ball. He's just off your screen to the right in the snake corner, cleaning his gun out.
Yeah, Johnny had a really bad snake entry. We got snake bumping in here. God just bumped into snake. He's in snake 2.
Yeah, John Collister's in snake 2. Johnny might not know he's there, but he's on the lane anyway.
I like how Snake's looking at us to see which players we're looking at.
I noticed that. John Collister just tuning into the webcast for a quick sec to get some comms.
5 alive for these guys right now. Ryan standing up tall.
I just have a feeling John Collister's going to crack this open if he gets it done right.
Yeah.
He's got to not battle with Johnny.
Yeah, there's no point battling with Johnny, and if they can get that beast player eliminated for him, he is going to cream this field.
Logan has just bumped up into the sort of 50 Dorito area, and he just got shot.
On top of the head.
Just got shot.
I reckon that was by Ryan in that death cake.
Ryan is now looking at Collister. Ryan's going to his home.
Yeah,
Ryan made it home.
He's made it.
It looks like Johnny is focusing on Snake Corner that has just moved.
Oh, Ryan's in the A. Ryan is moving up to the A.
Assassins are closing in and tightening their grip on this game.
Yeah.
Here goes Ryan. Ryan is now in their
their command, yeah.
Command. Yeah.
Yeah. He just cut 2 players up across the field.
Yep. John Collister did really well getting into that snake.
Looks like Bree shot him from back center though.
Ryan or John?
Shot out Ryan.
Okay.
So
now I can see 3 for Assassins. It looks like they've got someone at their 50 Dorito. Johnny's there in the snake. They've got their back center. I'm assuming that's Nathan back center.
Is that back center player? He really needs to start bumping a little bit more. Helping the guys put the pressure on.
On the other side, Spiewis just lost their Dorito corner. Bree is back center. She just got bounced.
So 3v1 Bree, and they're bumping up through the Doritos at the moment.
Yeah, there's Josh. Josh is moving up. Josh finishes it up.
And they just clipped her.
Josh calls the field clear.
That's another point to Assassins on there.
But I don't think I had the time right
No,
on that
I reckon
clock.
there's a minute 23 left. I reckon you put 2 extra minutes on accidentally.
Minute 23, you reckon?
Yeah, we'll say that. A minute 20-ish.
All right, so they'll get a 2-minute break for
2 minutes to turn around and get back out.
Let's just see. I don't know if we've had any love in the YouTube feed for quite some time. No, that makes me sad. The last thing I see on the YouTube feed is one of the Heron boys saying that the feed is choppy, and then we got nothing else. That's all right.
Just sadness.
That's all right.
Is there a way to see how many people are watching or anything like that?
In the future, we're going to try to, bolster the way we distribute the feed.
Yeah.
But this was just so bare bones and on the back of so few that we just attached it to my YouTube to stream it.
Yeah.
And
It's somewhere to start,
we'll see. I think after the fact we might be able to see how many views it had, but half of those will be Johnny.
Yeah, he'll be watching for his 4-pack.
I will say props to Johnny. He as soon as he kind of really got into this stuff, he started watching all these videos, and he told me that he subscribed to my YouTube channel, been watching all my videos. Dave Black came out, did a clinic, I recorded that, put that up. Johnny's claimed to have watched every one of those 5 times through. I put a lot of time into some of those videos, so I definitely appreciate that, Johnny. Thank you for that.
No, that's really good.
I also heard that Bryce, might have been Bryce McPherson, who
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen him out here today. Is Bryce
He's on
out
their
here
roster, but I haven't actually seen him. Whether or not he's looks
Bryce?
different in his goggles today or something.
Hey, Bryce is a young champion, but he also, I think I heard from him that he kind of found out about the scene out here by finding those videos that I made, put up on YouTube.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. That's pretty special.
Yeah, I think Bryce is only 16 or 15 or something, isn't he?
He's pretty young, but he kind of picked up the game quite quickly. And I even know he came down to a one-on-one versus Aaron McCauley at Vic Fives, and they traded with each other.
Yeah,
and that was his first 5-man tournament.
He's pretty good. Bryce is one of the players that I looked at late last year. It's like a potential, super gun.
All right, on your screen, Spiewis on the right, Assassins on the left. Assassins up 2-0. Minute or so left on the clock.
Johnny straight into snake 1.
I reckon Johnny knows that they're in a pretty strong position, so maybe he might just try to make some memories out here today.
So he's just destroyed that snake corner.
John Collister, whoa,
And there's
2
been a
more walking off.
penalty.
I reckon that's 1 player left on Spiewis. Dorito
Yeah,
corner,
back center, I think.
back center. Bree in back center.
Poor Bree, alive in back center again.
And that'll be 3
That's
for
it.
Assassins.
That's 3 for Assassins, straight through.
Is that Bryce? Oh, we do have Bryce.
Yeah,
He's
okay,
right
we
there.
do have Bryce, guys.
We were just
Everybody
talking
look at
about you.
Bryce. Bryce's confidence is boosted so much lately. I remember being very quiet
which is not a comment that you hear very often about one of the Assassin's lads.
I don't know, I think they're all pretty quiet. It's just Johnny just makes up for them all.
Josh gets pretty fired up too.
Oh, yeah, Joshy does.
And again, it's not a criticism.
No,
It's the
absolutely
passion that
not.
comes from that
Absolutely
that school.
I'm in the same boat. I get pretty fired up when I play.
Looks like they're calling the field dead,
Yeah.
and I think we're gonna have some lunch.
Yeah, I reckon we'll break and come back soon.
All right, guys. For those of you who are watching, thank you for watching. Please share the feed, spread it around. I know it's rudimentary. Sorry, Amanda, that one's not on. You can come in and say hi if you want.
Oh, good. Maybe later.
All right. Thank you for watching. Share it, spread it around. I know it's rudimentary, but we've put a bit of effort in here and just try to lift the profile